Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you guys how to replace the battery on an iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now as you can see, this battery is swelling up inside. You can see the screen kind of lifting actually on both sides. On this side it's not as noticeable, but it actually is starting to lift up. And then over here you can see how it has that curve to it. The battery basically is expanding in the inside and it's pushing the screen out of the phone. The battery health on this phone, alright, so as we go right here, battery health, it says 80% right now, but of course the battery's swollen. So I recommend not doing this if you're at home. Actually take this to a repair shop because you're gonna need a machine similar to this. I'll show you guys how this thing works. You don't pry the screen out with any tools or anything. This is pretty much like a suction machine, and the suction is going to lift the screen out of the phone. So I'll show you how this works. And if you have an iPhone 12 or an iPhone 13, it's the same exact process. It doesn't matter. It gets taken out and you use the machine the same way. So here we're going to go take out the bottom two screws out of the phone, because that's the way that the screen lifts out, because the screen is kind of screwed in. So we'll take these two out and then we'll use our machine right here. And I already have this set to 65 degrees Celsius. And then you just place the phone. This thing is hot right here, so this metal thing is actually 65 degrees Celsius. So it doesn't matter which phone you have, this thing will fit. You'll twist this and it'll get larger so it fits bigger phones. So now you can see it's in there, and then you just kind of tighten it the other way. So you kind of tighten it, and then the heat will transfer to this metal, the metal frame, and it'll warm the adhesive. And I'll use some alcohol. Remember, I'm going to use no other tools to open up the screen. It's just basically 91% alcohol that I bought at CVS. And let's let this warm up and then I'll get back. So I might as well show you guys the battery. I actually bought this battery from Apple, from the self-service repair, because it's a pretty new phone and I want to keep the battery health, and I want the battery health to say 100%. Because this phone is actually it's gonna go for resale. So somebody buys a 14 Pro Max, 100% battery health. This will make it a lot easier to sell. Let's open up the package. Oh, and this battery costs about $50. It's a OEM original Apple battery. All right, so this comes out, and then I'm gonna need two hands. Alright, so these things pull out this way, I guess. This thing should come off. There we go. There we go, there's the Apple battery right here, Apple. Doesn't say 14 Pro Max on it or anything. Let's see if there's a date on here that I can see. I don't know, I couldn't find any manufacture date, but anyways, if it's coming from Apple, the thing is brand new. Alright, so it's been like 2 minutes or so, and then I'll kind of feel on the sides, and I do feel like the metal frame, it's starting to warm up. I'll give it a couple more minutes. Usually, when you know it's time, the actual screen will say phone is getting hot or something like that, and that's when you know it's good enough. Alright, so it's been a few more minutes, but it's still not, the message of the phone getting hot is not popping up, so I think we're good to go anyways. It's already been like more than 4 minutes. So the way that you would suction this on is make sure that the screen is clean of like any like dust or fingerprints or anything like that. And also this thing right here, make sure it's clean, like wipe it with alcohol. Wipe that with alcohol and a rag. I've already wiped it down. I've already done it, you know. But yeah, so basically the way this would work, you could go around and just put alcohol along the edges of the glass. if you look like really close, you can actually see it kind of like fall in between like the glass and the frame. But this makes the adhesive like non-sticky, I guess. So just go all the way around right there. Get it in between the little crack, the glass and the metal frame. And remember, no tools. You might want to have the urge to use a tool to pry it up or this or something like, don't even mess with that, right? You don't want to damage your screen. So then you would get this and you would kind of get the suction, kind of put it like in this area. So this thing will just slide to maybe like right around there. This thing is too high, so we'll just lower the suction till it reaches the glass. Put it all the way down, it's going almost down. Okay, so we got this lowered. So then we would go right here, push it down onto the glass, click that in. I'll use a little bit more alcohol around the sides, like this. And then all we do is just twist this knob, that's it. And then you'll see the screen start to lift off of the phone. Go like this. All right, so then we would just turn this right here. We can just turn slowly. See, I already heard something. It's starting to come out. I heard it again, see? There it is, it's already lifting out. You see that? Just twist it a little bit more. I heard it click over here somewhere. We're lifting it up. See, you see how it's pulling up? There it is. The screen is lifted. This one seemed to lift out kind of easily. Maybe it was because the battery was already bulging the screen. It was already lifting the screen out of the phone. So then what you're gonna wanna do is just grab the screen like with your hand and just kind of wiggle the screen out. So we'll release this suction. I'll just get my playing card. I'll just put it between the suction and the glass like this. We'll just lift this and then we'll just get it like this. There we go. That thing will lift like this. And then I'll actually grab this screen like this, and this thing will just lift to the left. So you go like this. At the top, it'll feel like it's kind of stuck, but what you'll do is just grab it and just wiggle it back and forth, or you can even just use a little bit more alcohol up here and then just kind of wiggle it back and forth to the side, and then it'll open up like this. See? So let me put this, my phone down, the camera. Here, actually, I just use it with my other hand. So you can see the battery right here. There's a big lump in the corner of the battery. You see that? It looks like a freaking rock. You see how it lifts up like that? So that's what's causing to push the screen out of the phone, okay? So then what we'll do is loosen this up like this. You can take this out of here. And then we'll take the screen out of the phone. Remember, I didn't use any tools. I didn't use any pry things at all, like any pry tools or anything. I just used the machine and my hand, right? So we'll just start undoing these screws right here. And to be honest, guys, this is actually the first time I've ever done a 14 Pro Max battery replacement. Like I was saying earlier, this phone is kind of too new to have the battery replaced on this one, but I know how to repair these phones, so. All right, so as you can see, with all these screws out, the metal shield then comes out. Let me just power off the phone. Then I'll grab my tool like this, and I'll unplug the battery, which it should be right here. Wow, look at that. Big old swollen battery right there. This part, you can see it's swollen. So we'll just go ahead and just get the screen out of the phone. And then this thing right here. And then I'm also going to replace this water adhesive thing right here. I happen to buy coming off of a cold. I caught a cold a week ago, but these are thicker ones. These are OEM water adhesive or whatever you call that. Usually when you buy screens aftermarket, the ones that they come with are super thin, like freaking paper. These are actually a lot thicker. So, and they only cost like, I think it's $2 and you get 2 of them. So I'm already buying them, might as well just buy that. All right, so let's take out the battery. Let me take this machine out of the way. All right, got the machine out of the way. So the battery, it's pretty much, it's just simple to take it out. Some people use like a hot mat, or like, you know, they'll have like a heat mat. I mean, I have one too. It's like over there. But with batteries, you pretty much, you can just use alcohol. You just dribble it down here on this side. Don't use too much because you don't need that much. And the battery will kind of just come out. You'll just lift it out. So I'll show you guys. Just don't use a lot, and you don't want use some up here. You can use this now to pry the battery out. We'll just go here. I could already feel it starting to come out. Let's use a little bit more. It's coming out, yeah. Probably lift it a little bit more. There it is. It's pretty much just almost out. As you can see, and just kind of wiggle it back and forth. There we go. There it is. Look at the battery. You see up here in the upper left, it's like going up. But yeah, there's the battery. Here's the old used battery. Here's gonna be the new battery that we're gonna use, right? Here we are. What I'll do next is kind of clean this up, because this new battery already has adhesive already attached to it. So we're gonna use the one that comes on the battery. We'll just take this stuff out. All right, so we cleaned all that up. Everything seems dry. Now we're just gonna take the new battery, take this off, and then we'll fit it in here. You can just plug it in. We'll plug it in and then we'll unplug it back out after I put this in. Here we go. There it is. Kind of pinch and squeeze on both sides like this. Make sure the adhesive is sticking on there. Now we'll go ahead and unplug this, unplug the battery back again, because we got to put the screen back in. Actually, I'm going to clean this adhesive. Some of it's actually missing right here. So I'll clean out the water resistant tape and then just apply a new one. Alright, so what I have right now is just a flathead screwdriver, so I'll just go around the side.
Alright, I think I'm good. I'm probably gonna go around this with some alcohol on a rag, not actually squirt the bottle. I'm just gonna wet a rag like this. Get some right here. And then I'll just go around on the inside. Alright, so then we're just gonna grab one of these. And you can see the cutout area up at the top. This looks like it's to fit up there. Take this out. We'll grab our tool and we'll kind of press down on it. Start over here. Alright, so that's down. Now we're gonna lift this out. There we go. We'll lift how about let's plug in the screen. Why don't we just go ahead and just turn on the phone real quick before we put all that stuff in, just kind of to speed up this video. And this is already on iOS 18. Let's see, sometimes you gotta plug it in with the see, I'm pushing this right here, but it's not turning on, but sometimes you gotta use the cable to turn on the phone. Hold on. Alright, remember this is already on iOS 18. So we should go in, go to battery health. Let's see if something pops up, right? So it says the number 4 popped up. So you guys saw it right in there. It went from number 3 to number 4, so we'll see what that says. More for your phone. Finish repairing your battery. So we'll click here to learn more. And it'll say, a new battery has been detected. Restart to configure your new battery. Restart and finish repair. Restart and finish repair. Click that. The phone will like turn off and then turn back on, and then you'll see some stuff on the screen. Okay, so this pops up. It says repair assistant. Apple will verify that the parts used in your recent repair are functioning correctly and can be configured for this iPhone. You'll hit continue. Right here, you hit continue. So it's going to want to connect to Wi-Fi. It's already connected to Wi-Fi right here. All right, so then this thing will automatically pop up. Let's see. Okay, so it finally is going through, and from what I heard from some people, that the Wi-Fi, because it's like I'm using like a public Wi-Fi, so sometimes it doesn't allow it. So I'm just using my phone's internet, and I put the tethering on here, so I'm using my phone's internet to run this thing right here. So this thing, you just hit agree. Configuring, it literally just went right into it. Once it saw that it had a new Wi-Fi source, it went right into it. There was no spinning wheel or nothing like that. So yeah, so right now we're using my phone's Wi-Fi, personal Wi-Fi finish and repair. This is a genuine Apple part, like that. It took like literally like 30 seconds to run through this whole thing. Configuring. So yeah, if you guys are getting that white screen where it has a little spinning wheel and it's taking 5-10 minutes, just use a different internet Wi-Fi source, because it's probably or don't use a public Wi-Fi to run this configuring thing. So all right, so it's almost done. There we go, done. Restart phone, and then we'll check battery health to see if it updated that. So you can still see I still have the screen kind of open. See, I have the little shield right there. Here's the Apple battery. And then mobile hotspot, that's what it is. Here we go. All right. Go here. See, it says I'm using my Verizon. I'm tethering right here off of my phone. We'll go to battery health and charging. Let's see if this updated right there. 100%, maximum capacity 100%. So there you go, that's done. And then once again, you guys, I'll link down below the supplier that I use if you want to buy OEM Apple batteries, so you don't have to buy them from the Apple store. I'll link them down in the description somewhere. All right, so this is pretty much done. The only thing that I have to do is just put this shield back and put the screws back, and then undo this thing for the I don't know what you call that, the water adhesive thing, the I forget what it's called. There we go. Then we'll just put this in. You start at the top of the phone, put that in, and then just kind of pinch on the sides and go all the way down. There it is. You can feel it click in, and then put the 2 bottom screws back in. All right, and that's the 14 Pro Max with 100% battery health. If somebody out there actually wants to buy this, just contact me. It's the purple one, the dark purple. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys on the next video. Peace.